The Eisenbrauns are taking their first family vacation. Let me introduce you to my family. Here you have my youngest daughter, Summer, my husband, Monty, my oldest daughter, Susan, and my son, Seth. We're standing at our first stop on our vacation at Universal Studios. We discovered quickly that to ride the rides quickly, you must choose the single riders for most rides. If you choose to stand in the line for just the normal entrance, you can wait for a very long time, and to buy express entrance, it costs a lot. The kids and Monty were ready to ride most of the rides. I didn't like the ones that went upside down. This was fun. Seth was being eaten by a fake shark, and the rest of them didn't seem too concerned about it. Summer thought she could eat the shark. We shared a snack of a huge turkey leg. We stayed until the park closed. It was beautiful at night. Watch out, Susie, Marmaduke's pulling you fast! Not really. She was just standing there, the picture sideways. Summer, I won't fall for it again. I know you're not being pulled. See, nice try. We had to plan our trip carefully. We used the maps for the parks to choose which rides and which events we wanted to see, because we only had 5 days to see everything. At SeaWorld, we got to see the Shamu show only the second day after it started again. Shamu did a wonderful job. The trainers did not get in the water with him this time, though. It's easy to see here how much bigger he is than the smaller whales. He can sure jump. It's amazing how the trainers can wave their hands and the whales know exactly what they want them to do. And they do it. We got to see the dolphin show too. In this show there were dolphins and a porpoise. They jumped beautifully. The porpoise was huge. I've water skied before, but never on dolphins. The grand finale was fabulous. Even SeaWorld had a roller coaster. Downtown Disney's marketplace was fun at night. There was live music and there was fancy places to eat. We ate at the House of Blues. It was great. Finally, Walt Disney World, here we come. Animal Kingdom was wonderful, one of my favorites. We truly did let the memories begin. We saw small animals, the famous created Tree of Life, with all of the creatures sculpted into the sides. There's the family doing lots of hiking through the mist. One of the highlights of the trip for me was seeing a real cardinal bird in the wild. It sang for me for about 5 minutes while I watched and videotaped it. This may just look like a bird on a log in the pond, but it's not. See the huge hippo under the water? That's what the bird's actually sitting on. This creature's related to a giraffe. Certainly is built the same. The posters around the park were great. They explained what we were seeing, like this tree that was sometimes used in Africa as a carved out storage place or even a prison cell for poachers. The gorillas were some of my favorite. This one really did stick out her tongue. My daughter Susan is the one in the wetsuit. She looked forward to snorkeling with the sharks for a long time and finally got to do it. To get around the parks, we used all kinds of different transportation. The monorail was one of them. The ferry boat was another. Epcot Center was one of my favorites. We got a chance to soar on the hang gliders that took us over the virtual country. We weren't really in any danger, but it sure felt real. I didn't know they had such a great aquarium there. It was fabulous. There's the family. Talk about a big screen, only it was real. It was glass between us and the big aquarium. While we were there, they were having the Festival of Blooms, so there were flowers everywhere. And off in the distance you can see the butterfly house. Here was a butterfly made out of flowers in front of the butterfly house. I love this butterfly that flew in my camera. All the butterflies were kept in with the flowers with this net you can see in the background. It was beautiful. Here's another great way we got around. We'd park our car in a parking lot very far away, hop on one of Disney's shuttle trains, and ride right up to the front. The kids loved the souvenir pennies. They were always looking for the machines wherever we went. At the MGM studios, we got to see an Indiana Jones set where they were doing stunts. It was very fun. Then when we got to tour around backstage, we saw things from the Muppets. We even saw this set that's completely fake beyond the road barrier. It's just a wall, but it sure looks real. Another highlight of our trip was going to Cocoa Beach for the day. I'd never been to the beach before and was surprised by the salty taste of the water. I knew it was salty, but I had no idea it was so yucky. It was great having the waves splash us around. By this time, we're all getting pretty tired. Even the animals appeared to be getting tired. Magic Kingdom was our final stop before we headed out of town the next morning. It really felt like Disney to see the castle lit up at night, and we even stayed for the fireworks and the beautiful electric parade. Before we knew it, we were back on the airplane headed for home. Everybody doing okay? Look at the smiles, must have been great.